All right, welcome to the Theory and Application of Data Science, MA477. This is Colonel Laporte. I will be your course director for this course, and Colonel Linquist is also instructing in this class as well. So real quick, just to get you familiar with some of the tools that we'll be using this semester. The first and foremost thing is our website. So if you kind of follow the links up here, the one that's going to be in the email that's given to you, you'll see that there's a Google site for this course. And on the first page, that you'll see the dates and the lessons that we're going to cover, and the reading, and one of the two books that we have for the course. And then there's a Jupyter Notebook, and then eventually there will be videos. And I think I'll put this video right here. So the one that we're recording right now will be the one that's sitting here. So that's the overall sort of the where to get started if you're going to try to figure out what you're going to do for a daily piece prep. You can go to course calendar. You'll see that the course calendar is there, and you'll be able to print that sucker off as well. But if you go over here to course announcements, what I've done is I've put in here in the announcements that it'll always be at the top of the list, whatever the newest thing is. If you go down here, CodeCalc sign-up instructions, if you've never had a CodeCalc account before, what you're going to need to do is go to this CodeCalc.com link. Somewhere in there, click around until you find out where to sign up for a new account. It shouldn't be that hard to do. Sign up for an account, use some email address that you can get to, and then go back and email your instructor, whether it's me or Colonel Linquist, on what your email is. And so that's how we'll bring you into the course. So once you get, so again, you'll see step number 2, email your instructor so that you get that special $14 rate. And then once your instructor's pulled you into the course, you'll see, you'll be able to log back in, and that's when you'll see this thing where it says your instructor asked you to pay this for it. Otherwise, you might be paying like $14 a month or something. So don't do that. Make sure that you tell your instructor, let him pull you into the course, and you'll see this little one-time $14 fee. And then when you log back in, you'll see that this banner up here will be gone. If you have any questions, make sure you get in contact with your instructor and let them know that maybe you don't see this or whatever. If you do have a CodeCalc account, you can immediately just let your instructor know what your email account is, and we'll try to pull you in. And in some cases, we probably try to already pull you in if you were in 486 or 386 last semester. Okay, so that's really what I want to talk about as far as CodeCalc goes, to get you kind of in there. So again, this is I created a little student account, and you'll see that this little one-time payment thing is up there. And then what we've done is we've pushed out lesson 1. And so what you can do is you can open up lesson 1, and you'll see there's a lesson 1 MA477 IPYN whatever. And so there's some stuff sort of in there already. So once you get pulled into the course and you get your things delivered to you, you'll see something like this where it comes up. You can go to files, and you can actually create your own Jupyter Notebook right from here and start working in there. You can create your own folder if you wanted to, and so on and so forth. So don't be limited by whatever your instructor pushes to you. You can do some creating in CodeCalc yourself. It's just a way to get the computations out there on the web and let someone else do all the computations for you. And this CodeCalc environment allows you to share with other people. I mean, there's lots of cool things that we can do as a class in this environment that you couldn't do if it were just solely relied on your individual computer. However, I am going to show you how to do things in this lesson, in this little video here, how you can pull things up other than in this CodeCalc environment, because there's being a data scientist, you're going to have to be able to operate in all different kinds of environments, whether it's you're doing the computing on the cloud or you're computing on your individual computer. So let's go to the Anaconda Python installation. So if you clicked on that guy, it gives this weird thing. And so if you hit download at the bottom, it'll just scoot you down to the bottom, and make sure that you pull up the Windows 64-bit graphical installer. So just click on that button. I don't have to do it. I already have Anaconda installed on my computer, which we'll see here in a second or two. But click that sucker on, install it, click all the buttons that you need to do in order to get that sucker installed, and then go back and you'll be able to do what we're about to do. So hit pause in the video if you don't have it installed, and go do that right now. Let's see, the two books you can read that on your own. CodeCalc we've already talked about. Lesson prep, read the sections in the book, do the Jupyter Notebook, watch the videos, and then do the suggested problems. So that's really the battle rhythm for each day. And we're going to turn in everything, and we're going to collect everything in this CodeCalc environment. So just make sure that that you understand that. All right, so once you have the Jupyter Notebook, the Anaconda Python installed, you'll see something like this, this folder here where it says Anaconda 364-bit. If you were to go down here and click, you probably don't have the R language, don't worry about that one. This Jupyter Notebook business, if you clicked on that button, you'll see this. Here, let me see if I can pull it over. You'll see this thing will pop up, and then something in your, depends on which browser you has as the one that that runs. Mine's Firefox, so my Firefox browser pops up, and then what I did was I went and found out where I wanted to start everywhere, and I just put it up here. So if I click OneDrive on West Point, this thing pops up, and then I can really quickly get to MA477, and you can see you know, some of my things that are inside there. So if I wanted to pull up, say, lesson 1, what's a good one? This is the Jupyter Notebook that we have for lesson 1. So this is not on the web or anywhere else. This is on my computer. So on my computer, I have this IPY notebook, this IPython notebook saved somewhere. Matter of fact, it was exactly, so if you followed my OneDrive, then documents teaching, the semester MA477 course, lesson 1, you'll see that is sucker is right there, and it pops up, and you can see the Jupyter Notebook that I asked you to pull up you know, last night. So you can see some of the things that are inside there. Anyway, I wanted you guys to know that you can operate on your computer as well, and then once you're done doing that, you can put it out on a CodeCalc, or you can put it out on Collab, or you can do whatever. So I mentioned Collab, but we haven't really done anything with it yet. So let me exit here. So that's how you pull up and once you're done sort of working in this environment, you can tell this Jupyter Notebook, I can tell it to close because I'm not going to mess around with it anymore. I just wanted to, so you guys know how to do that. So you pull up, again, Anaconda 3, Jupyter Notebook, and then that little thing will pop up, which it basically becomes a server. So it's trying to use your computer as a web server. I mean, that's what it basically does. And then unless you do these Jupyter Notebooks. And then Spider is another IDE. You can use that if you want to. We're not really going to concentrate on that in this class. So just know, but know it's there. You can work in that. The reason why we don't do that is because you can't put like LaTeX in there. In these Jupyter Notebooks, you can put LaTeX and different mathematical symbols and pictures and all kinds of stuff. All right, so let's pull up. So let's go to Collab. So I just wanted to show you guys what I mean by Collab. So these Jupyter Notebooks can be operated on in a couple of different environments. The first environment that I showed you was Collab, right? So if you pull up the project, so again, I'll just pull the project up. The one that's in here right now is this thing, and so this is a Jupyter Notebook that's in Collab, right? So it's the same kind of business that we just had before. It looks a little bit different, but it accomplishes the same mission. So this is what's called a markup file, or a markup markdown little cell there, if you will. This is the actual Python that's being executed, and so on and so forth. So that's in Collab. This piece was on your computer. Let's see if it pops up again. And this piece is in the computer. Oops, not there. There. And then, I don't know, let's go back to the same one that we were just on, course. So this one's on my computer, but again, it's the same thing that we just had. And then this last one that I'm going to show you is not on the computer, but it's going to be out there on Google. So let's go to our Google site. Let's go over, down here to where the lesson 1 is. And now this is another example of a Jupyter Notebook so we can run this Jupyter Notebook in Google Colab. So it's a Lsn01 MA477.IPYNB. So IPython Notebook is what that stands for. Now, once you open this sucker up, once you click on that button, you cannot, as the student, you can't change any of this stuff. But if you wanted to download it, you just go to File, hit Download. Download as an IPython Notebook instead of .py. You'd have to go to the Spider IDE in order to do those. But you can just download it right there and hit Save File, and you can put it wherever you want to put it. Okay, I think that's all I really wanted to talk about on this one. Just to get you an idea of some of the environments that we'll be working in, and the fact that as a data science / operations research person, you need to be pretty comfortable in any of those different environments. So hopefully this wasn't too long. If you have If you don't really get the programming piece, I'm telling you that the course will be a little bit more challenging than if you've had a programming class and you remember kind of what you were doing. All right, that's really all I got right now, and hope you got something from this video.